Welcome to all of you. I'm glad that you could join us today. We'll be using some weights if you want to use weights. We'll be going through a cardio workout as well as a little bit of strengthening and some mindfulness as well. So let's take a moment just to get centered. Make sure you have something to drink. Some water is always a good idea to sip on. And take a moment to just make sure you have everything that you need. And then I will back up into my seat. We'll just take a moment to check in with your breath. So, as we settle in, just take this opportunity to let go of your day, let go of your rush to arrive. Congratulate yourself for being here today and acknowledge any intentions that you might have for your practice. Maybe you have a goal. Maybe just your intention is to be here, to be present with all of our friends today, to build some strength and let go of some stress. So, whatever your goal may be today, just take a nice deep breath in and invite this goal to fill your body, your heart, your mind, your spirit. And as you exhale, let go of anything that does not serve this goal or intention. The next time you breathe in, maybe you'd like to give everything a squeeze. Intense and squeeze. Lift your shoulders into your ears. Squeeze your hands into fists. Just squeeze everything in toward your nose. And then as you exhale, just release that tension. Let it melt away. And try that again. Inhale, just tense and squeeze anything that you can grip and hold onto here. And exhale, release and let go. If that felt good, you can do that again or just simply breathe. Inhale, squeeze if you want to. And exhale, release and let go. Good. And let's just stir the shoulders a little bit. They can lift and lower or spiral forward and back. One shoulder might want to do something different than the other shoulder, or maybe they want to move at the same time in the same direction, or maybe your focus is on one side. Good. And then just allow your hands to rest on your legs. Allow your chin to drop down towards your chest. And then just gently roll one ear towards the shoulder. And then gently drop your chin back down. And rotate over to the other side. And release down. And just go back and forth at your own pace a few times, just moving within your own range of motion here. Gentle movement to stretch the muscles of the neck. Nice, easy breath. And when you're ready, bring your chin back down. And on this inhale, let your eyes come to look upward a little bit. And then allow your chin to drop down. And again, you're just moving within your own available and pain-free range of motion. As you move, you may find that you can increase your range a little bit, but you don't need to force anything. And last one. Good. And then just return to neutral and keeping your eyes in a neutral level, like you're looking on the horizon line. Just turn to look over one shoulder and return to center. If it's an option to turn to the second side, you can turn to the opposite direction or continue to turn towards the same side. And again, just moving at your own pace here, looking over the shoulder, stretching the muscles of the neck in a different direction and angle. Nice, easy breath. And maybe one or two more times. And when you're ready, return to center. Let's roll the shoulders again. Nice, easy breath. And then, like you're patting yourself on your opposite shoulder, just take your hand across to the other shoulder. And then maybe pull the arm, upper arm, elbow in towards your chest with your other hand. Just to get a nice release in the top of the shoulder here. And if it feels good, you could drop that ear over to the hand that's on your shoulder. And when you're ready, come back to center. Release your arms. Give them a little roll. If it's an option to do the second side, take your hand to the opposite side. You could always repeat the same side. And then take your opposite hand to the arm, the shoulder, the elbow, just whatever you can touch. Nice breath here. And then maybe drop your ear towards the hand that's on your shoulder. And when you're ready on your inhale, come back to center. Release your arms. And then take your hands somewhere at the back of your chair or behind your back or holding onto your seat somewhere. Just so you can help to roll the shoulders back a little bit more. Lift your chest and take a deep breath. Good. And then bring your hands to your legs again. The next time you breathe in, just slide your elbows behind you, maybe fingertips toward your hips, and look up. As you exhale, slide your fingers towards your knees and look down. And again, inhale, look up. And exhale, slide your fingers to your knees and look down. And just do that one more time. Just follow your own pace, your own breath. And then return to a neutral spine. We'll take the elbows into the rib cage or the waist now with your palms facing upward. And just on one side, reach forward, maybe turn the palm down, and then squeeze that hand back. Now, adding in this rotation just to kind of mobilize the muscles and the bones and the joints of this arm. Now, you could always just keep the palm facing upward if that feels better to you. Still getting the joints moving. And maybe you can go just a little bit faster. If it's an option for you to add a squeeze as you pull that elbow back, just give a little squeeze. Just waking up this arm. We'll go about 10 more seconds. All right. And then bring that elbow back in. And then other side, reach and pull. If the other side is not an option, repeat on the same side. So either rotate the palm to face down and up, or keep the palm facing up and give that hand a squeeze. Good. 3 more seconds. 2 and 1. Very nice. All right. Elbows in beside you again. Just lift and lower like you're trying to fly. Give a little squeeze as you hug your arms in. Don't have to go fast, so you can go at your own pace here. Can also work one side only or alternate sides. Good. All right, 3 more seconds. 2 Last one. All right, now let's crisscross and pull. So both arms reaching forward, crisscross in front, and pull the elbows back. You could skip the crisscross by reaching and pulling or punching and pulling. Same kind of move, just a different variation. Good. 3 more seconds. Last one. All right, take a breath. Make sure you're not holding it. Keep your palms facing up. Pretend like you have a ball in each hand. We're just going to start tossing those balls like we're juggling balls in the air. And typically, when you're juggling, you're using 3 balls. So we're keeping one of those balls in the air, using your imagination, deciding how heavy or light these balls might be today. And if you have a tendency to kind of stay right here in front of your body, sort of in this middle plane, maybe toss a little bit higher, try to toss a little bit lower, over to one side. So you begin to just vary your position, increasing your proprioceptive awareness, your balance, core stability. Good. 3 more seconds. 2 and 1. Very good. All right. Hands at the heart. It's like you have a rope right here in front of you. We're going to start climbing up this rope and give it a good tug, pulling it down, pulling yourself up. If it's an option for you to add feet and knees, you can add in a marching motion, keeping the arms moving here. We will be coming back to this movement. So right now, this is just a warm up, getting your body moving, waking up the muscles and the joints that we'll be strengthening today. Good. 10 more seconds. And 3, 2, and 1. Very good. All right. Drop out your arms a minute. Give your fingers a little wiggle. Roll out your shoulders. And then arms down beside you. And like you're trying to reach and touch the ground, just lean over to the side. If it helps you to stay stable, you can have the other hand on your chair or on your leg. We're not actually trying to touch the floor, so don't try to go all the way down. And just going as far down as you can. Good. If it's an option for you to go to the other side, switch and go the other way. This helps to stretch and strengthen the oblique muscles, muscles of the core. Get a little stretch, as well as strengthening these muscle fibers. Good. Almost there. 5 more seconds. 2, 1. Last one. All right. Let's row our boat. This will be our last one before we transition to weights. So you've got 2 oars or a single oar. You can row forward and back or reverse that circle. You can also row in sort of a figure 8 fashion, little zigzag motion. So choose what feels better to you. Maybe you can do a little bit of everything. Feel free to mix it up if that works, or stick to what feels better in your body. And we just have 5 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Very good. All right, so that was our warm up. Take a moment to have a sip of water if you need to, and then we will transition to our weights. And just to make it clear, you don't have to use weights. You can do this entire workout without weights. If you choose to use weights, you can use hand weights or wrist weights. I'm using 3 pounds today, really just using a weight that feels best in your body. You could always go up and down with each set. If you want to increase or decrease the weight, you could do that as well. Today I'm using 3 pounds. So elbows behind you, coming into your ready position when you are ready. Each of our exercises will go for about 45 to 50 seconds, just giving us enough time to transition from one exercise to the next. We'll have 3 sets of these exercises, just working through all of the muscles for the arms, the shoulders, upper back, and chest. So palms are facing up. We're opening and closing the hands and just trying to keep your elbows behind you. We're about halfway through. Starting to hear some thunder. Hopefully we'll keep our internet today. It's always this time of day we get rain. All right. 2 more. Last one. Very good. Bring your arms down for a moment. Just let your shoulders relax. Take a breath. Okay. Now bend your elbows again. This time, lift and lower just like we did in our warm up, like a chicken wings. Could be a single arm or both arms or alternate arms. We're about halfway through. Good. Now, to add just a little extra strengthening, you can squeeze your arms in like you're giving yourself a great big hug. That will help to activate those muscles as you squeeze. Good. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, last one. Very good. Bring your arms down beside you. Single arm now. Just bring it across your body. If going across the body isn't working for you today, you could also lift in front of the body with either the palm facing in or the palm facing up. So just find the variation that works for you. It's our last one. If you're switching sides with me, you can switch to your second side. Now you can rest anytime you need to rest. I do build moments of rest into our workout, but you can rest more, you can rest less. Listen to your body and do what feels best. Got about 5 more seconds. Last one. Nice. All right, next up, biceps. Let's do a hammer curl. With a hammer curl, it's very simple. The palms just stay facing in as you bend and straighten your elbow. You want to try to keep your elbows close to your rib cage, so don't let them lift up as best as you can. You can even slow down the release, the straightening of the arm. We're about halfway there. Good. Sometimes changing the tempo can increase or decrease the intensity. Good. All right, 2 more. Last one. All right, next we have triceps. I'll give you a few options. We have the overhead tricep, either one arm or both, bending and straightening the arm above you, or extending behind you, single arm or both arms. If neither of those are working for you today, you can use an isometric press by pressing down into your seat like you're trying to push yourself out of your chair. Okay, we're about halfway through. You can do single arm or both arms, and even alternating arms. Sometimes we start to focus so much we forget to breathe, so just check in from time to time. Inhale, exhale. One more. All right. That was round one. So we have just a quick little break. Can shake it off, roll out your shoulders, sip of water if you need it. When you're ready, come back to your ready position. Starting with the rotator cuff again. Here we are just rotating the arm bone in the shoulder joint. I'm trying to keep your elbows behind you. Good. We're about halfway through. Can slow it down. Sometimes slowing it down makes it harder. Good. Almost there. 5 more seconds. Last one. All right, straighten out your arms for a moment. Give them a quick little shrug. And then bend your elbows in, moving into our lateral delts or lateral raises, raising the arms out to the side. Now, if you want to increase the intensity, if your arms are straighter, that will make your weights heavier. Even if you just get a few of those in and go back to bending your arms again, every time you do this, you're going to get stronger. We're about halfway through. Make sure you're breathing. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bring your arms down. Nice breath. We'll move into our anterior raises, front raises. This can be across the body on a diagonal or straight in front of your body. Good. We are halfway through. If you're switching, you can switch with me. Deep breath in, slow breath out, keeping you connected to your core. 5 more seconds. Last one. Good. Now I have biceps. You can go back to a hammer curl, or if you want a variation, you could do a traditional bicep curl by rotating the forearm and turning the palm to face up. So it rotates and rotates. Rotates as you lift, rotate as you lower. Good. We are halfway through. Good. Keep it moving at your pace. Yeah, I've been doing this, many of you, for a long time. You might start noticing that you're getting stronger. Here's our last one. All right, now we have triceps. So choosing the triceps variation that works for you. Good. We are about halfway through. Deep breath in, deep breath out. All right, two more. Last one. Okay, everybody, we have a quick rest, short little rest, not real long, just about 15 seconds. Give yourself a stretch if you need to. And then when you are ready, come back into your ready position for our final round. Rotating, external and internal rotation. Nice, easy breath. Sometimes when things become repetitive, it's easy to become distracted. So just notice if your brain, if your mind starts to time travel, come back to your body. We're a little more than halfway through. All right, one more. Very good. Straighten out your arms for a moment. Give your shoulders a shrug. And then we'll move into our lateral raises. It can be straight arm. It can be a bent arm. It can be a single arm or both arms. You can always challenge yourself, surprise yourself, and then take a rest. We're halfway through. In the beginning, straight arms, I could just do a few, and I was like, wow, that's enough. And then slowly, slowly, you can start adding a few more. Good. Almost there. Two more. Last one. Very good. Take a little rest, a little shoulder shrug, and then begin your front raises, either across the body or in front of your body. Deep breath in and out. Good. We're about halfway through. If you're switching, you can switch with me. Good. Try to control the arm as much as you can. 5 more seconds. Last one. Good. Moving on to biceps, either a hammer curl or a traditional curl. You can mix it up if you want to. Good. I can slow down the extension. It's on the straightening of the arm that is actually building those muscle fibers, creating that strength. Good. We are halfway through. It helps to smile. Doesn't have to be so serious. Right? It's like your weights get lighter as soon as you smile. Good. Let's do two more. Last one. Good job. All right. Triceps. Here we go. This is our last round of triceps for now. Everybody's looking so strong today. All right, maybe two more. And then if you're switching with me, you can switch, or if you're doing both, just keep on moving. We are halfway through. Good, almost there. Two more. Last one. Excellent. All right, before you put your weights down, just bring your arms down beside you. Roll out your shoulders a little bit. Good. And then just drop one ear towards the shoulder, and then the other ear towards the shoulder, if that's an option. And then back to center. All right, you are done with these. Shake it off. Shake out your hands, circle your wrists, have a sip of water if you like. Moving into now our cardio portion. Here we are going to increase the intensity as fast as we can, and then we'll take a minute to take a break. Not a minute, it's not really a minute, it's just a few seconds, maybe 15 seconds to take a break, and then we'll go for another 45 seconds or so, and then 15 seconds to take a break. If there's an exercise that we do that doesn't feel good in your body, please feel free to just kind of fill in the gaps. Do anything that feels good to you as long as you're moving and having fun. That's what matters. Okay, so let's begin with our hands on our legs. We'll begin with a reach up and a reach down. You're only reaching as high up as feels comfortable for your shoulders and arms. You're only reaching as far down as you can stay balanced and secure. Now, you can totally go faster than me, so increasing the intensity, maybe just going faster, reaching higher, reaching lower. You don't want to match your intensity to me. I'm trying to keep myself at an intensity that allows me to continue to speak. Good. So we'll go for about 8 more seconds. Three more. Last one. And rest. Okay, so just a moment to rest, just about 15 seconds. If you would like active rest, you can keep moving just at a slower pace. All right, let's bring our elbows in for a crisscross pull. Just like in our warm up, there's a rotation of the arm that's happening. The palms turn up and the palms turn down. You can eliminate the crisscross and add just a punch and pull. The hands can be in a fist or not. Good. Just keep your body moving. Keep your breath moving. 5 more seconds. Three, two, and one. Very good. Okay. Just 15 seconds of rest. Have a sip of water anytime you need to. All right. And next up, let's catch some flies. So you're snatching those flies out of the air. Fortunately, I am seeing more flies these days now that it is summertime. So catching those flies. You want to move randomly up and down and all around. These could be butterflies, they could be ladybugs. Good. Keep it moving for about 15 more seconds. 5 more seconds. And three, two, and one. Very good. All right. Shake off those flies. Take a nice breath. All right, now we're going to row our boat. So remember, in practice, you can either go across the body or in front of the body. And then just start to increase the intensity by going faster. If you're going faster, your arms will stay closer to your body. So it doesn't have to be a big range of motion. The range of motion will actually get smaller as you start to go faster. Does not have to look like you're actually rowing a boat, so you can just let that go and just let your body move. Good. 15 seconds. Try not to hold your breath. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Very good. All right, shake it off. Deep breath in, deep breath out. And let's climb the rope. We've got hands in front of the chest. When you are ready to join me, we're going to reach up and pull down on that rope, climbing to the top of that mountain today. Going as fast as you can. Almost there. 15 seconds. Doing great. 5 more seconds. 2 and 1. Right. Let that go. Roll out your shoulders. All right, going back to crisscross pull, elbows behind you. And here we go. Remembering your variations. Hands can squeeze into a fist, but they don't have to. Good. 15 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. All right, shake it off. Maybe have a sip of water. All right, and then next up, it's time to play our drums. I don't think we've done that yet. So palms face down. Got a drum right here in front of you. We'll start that drum beat. And then, hope you got a drum over here. Got another drum over here. Got a drum way out there and over here. And start playing all the drums everywhere. Now, palms can be flat, or maybe you want to hold drumsticks. You could be drumming with drumsticks or palms flat. All around you. Challenging yourself by shifting, reaching up, reaching down, maybe twisting a little bit. Good. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Very good. All right. Take a moment to breathe. Okay, let's go back to our reach up, reach down, hands on your legs. When you're ready, reach up, reach down. Good. Anytime we're using our arms, moving our body through space, we are developing core strength, helping our balance, increasing our awareness of where we are in space. Good. 8 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Very good. You might start feeling a little warm now. Maybe your heart is beating a little bit more. So good. That lets you know it's working. All right, let's row our boat. So rowing however you want to row, across or in front of the body. Good. Keep it moving. You can let your eyes kind of follow your hands so that you're not fixated just on the screen, but that you're connected to your body, staying present. Good. 5 more seconds. And 3, 2, and 1. And rest. Very good. Deep breath in, deep breath out. All right, time to catch those flies again. Here we go. Snatching them out of the air all around you. You can go fast or slow, anywhere in between, up, down, behind you, below you. All right, almost there. 10 more seconds. Deep breath. And 3, 2, and 1. Very good. All right. Sip of water if you need to, if it's been a little while. All right, next up, time to dribble, or not dribble, but play the drums. I call this dribble. Maybe you're bouncing basketballs today, or maybe you're playing drums, or maybe you're doing a little bit of both. You are that talented. You're in a band and you're playing basketball all at once. Keep it moving. Keep it interesting. All around you. Good. 15 seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very good. All right. Nice deep breath. Okay. We haven't done this yet. Let's do some speed punches. So elbows are lifted, hands at the center of your chest. It's like you're winding up here. Just circle, circle, circle. If it's an option for you to kind of move around a little bit, it's like you're dodging your opponent, scaring them off with your fierce fists, dodging with agility and speed. Keep it moving for about 20 more seconds. Good, almost there. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. All right. Check in with your breath. Okay, so let's get into a ready position for crisscross pull. Elbows behind you. And here we go. Crisscross and pull. Very good. Letting go of tension. Gathering strength. Good. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Shoo. Good job. All right, let that go. What else have we not done? We haven't chopped any wood. I guess I'm not thinking about that because it's summertime, but winter is coming. So how about we chop some wood either holding an axe with both hands or one, above head, chopping down. Using some force of action here, connected to your core. Good. 15 seconds. And 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Shake that off. Deep breath in, maybe pause at the top of that breath and slow breath out. All right, let's climb the rope. Here we go. Pulling down, climbing up, getting to the top of the mountain this time. Almost there, 15 seconds. Maybe you can see the top. We're almost there. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Take a break. All right, it's already time for our grand finale. So we're going to do a little bit of everything. Let's begin with playing those drums. So drumming, drumming, drumming. We'll do each exercise for 15 seconds or so. All right, instead of drumming, let's catch flies. All right, and when you're ready, let's climb the rope. It's kind of a similar motion, but a little bit more contained, pulling down. All right, almost there. From here, let's pull the elbows back for a crisscross pull. Eight more seconds. All right, let's chop wood. Shoo. Chop it down. 8 more seconds. All right, when you're ready, let's row the boat. S- 5 more seconds. All right, and then finally, let's reach up and down, up and down, up and down. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Okay, just maybe roll your shoulders a little bit and check in with your breath. Let your hands rest on your legs. And as you inhale, just slide your elbows back, lift your chest, lift your eyes. And as you exhale, slide your fingers forward and look down. And again, inhale Elbows slide back, eyes look up, and exhale, eyes look down, fingers to knees. And just do that one more time. And then return to center. Cross your arms over your chest, and we'll just lean to one side. Now, if you'd rather have your hands in your seat or on your legs, you may. Just shifting side to side a little bit. And just two more. And come back to center, and then let your eyes look over one shoulder and let your shoulders follow. Come back to center. Let your eyes look over the other shoulder or the same shoulder. Let your shoulders follow. So let your eyes lead the way. Your eyes turn, and maybe your shoulders follow. And your eyes turn, and your shoulders follow. And then come back to center. Release your arms down to your sides. Give them a little roll. And cross one arm over and give the shoulder and arm a nice stretch. Give yourself a pat on the back. Job well done. And switch sides if you want to. And pat yourself on the back here. Good job. You can let that go. And on your next breath in, give everything a tight squeeze. And as you exhale, let it all go. And maybe close your eyes here if that feels comfortable for you, or you can leave them open if that is more grounding. And just take this opportunity to come back to your breath. Allow your breath to become deep and slow once again. Acknowledge the benefits of this practice to your body, to your heart, to your mind and spirit. And maybe placing your hands over your heart. Acknowledge something that you are grateful for in this moment. With a deep breath in, invite this gratitude to fill your body, your heart, your mind, your spirit. With a deep breath out, invite this gratitude to lead you back into your day with peace, strength, grace, and ease.